crazy. But it wasn't really like in my dream I was like I knew I was in New York City, but it really wasn't New York City, you know what I mean? Yeah, then next thing you know, I go into a place and it's like a fucking pizza shop that I live in that's around my town, you know what I mean? It was fucking bizarre, man. But I remember in my dream, like, I was in the city and it could have been any city who fucking knows, man. It wasn't even a real city. It was just my dreams, but it was New York City, you know what I mean? In my dream. It was funny, man. What do you mean? I talked to you before, man. Yeah, what are you fucking gotta lay off those blunts, man. You gotta lay off them blunts. They don't call that shit dope for nothing, you know what I mean? Nah, yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Dope has a different meaning now. Dope is heroin, man. That's what
Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Cardinals, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Taijuan Walker gets the start for St. Louis in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, he's got a pretty good strikeout to walk ratio, 3-to-1. We'll see if that holds true in this one.
Everett Cabrera heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Cabrera.
Showing bunt here on the opening pitch, but that's in there as we get underway. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And it's been a good start to the homestand for them. They've taken 3 of the first 4, so they've had it going here. No question about that.
Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1. 77 degrees our temperature at game time tonight. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Walker steps into his windup. Here's the 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Martin is after it. 1 away. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. He's been crushing the ball lately, hitting over 450 in the last 10 games. He's doing a great job of going with what he's given. He's making them pay when it's a mistake pitch.
Charlie Blackmon will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
Oh, man, did he absolutely crush the ball last month. He hit over 400. One of the most dangerous hitters in baseball right now.
Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And with that, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we've got a real spark plug out at shortstop, Eric Ibar. Ibar's won a Gold Glove in the past. Very agile, athletic, covers a lot of ground. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Mookie Betts stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball, started it a little too far inside, though.
That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Smoke toward third. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Just an airmail shot that time. The pickup's good, but this ball just sails straight over his head at first base. Good effort to try and go up and get it, but this is well out of his reach.
Corey Dickerson will step forward now. Currently third in the National League batting race to begin playing.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Reds leave one, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Jose Quintana will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, this year his strikeout to walk ratio has been outstanding, so look for a lot of strikeouts here in this one.
Leonis Martin comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Leonis Martin.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
And they've split the first 4 games on this road trip, so lately they're in a bit of a holding pattern, but they could be ready to break out right here.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. C.J. Cron will be next. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Hit on the ground to short. Backhanded. 1 away. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, Matt, they have to expect that Josh Donaldson is going to step it up soon. Remember, he had a huge season last year, picked up over 120 RBIs. So I think everyone is wondering what's going on with him right now. I think there's a pretty good chance he's pressing at the plate, and that never bodes well.
C.J. Cron comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls a strike zone.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Dickerson's there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, defensively, they have the lowest fielding percentage in the majors. Not a lot of fun when you're out on the mound and you don't know if the guys behind you are going to make the play. We'll see what happens here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Josh Donaldson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Segura has it. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. After 1, no score. Well, he played in front of this crowd for 11 years, and a huge ovation coming here, I'm sure, as Albert Pujols settles in once again here in St. Louis. Walker peers in. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a miss by Pujols, and he's in a quick 0-2 hole.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Steven Sung.
Steven Sung will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Derek Norris.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Reds are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Chris Colabello will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To his left, Cabrera throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, catcher, J.T. Realmuto.
JT Realmuto will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
And that misses inside, 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Tristan Lang will be next. Hit hard back up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for him. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Tristan Lang will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Into the windup and the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Such a good start to the inning. You kept the ball down, got 2 ground ball outs. You're thinking, hey, he looks like he's in charge out there. But then he makes one mistake to the third guy here, and it winds up leaving the yard.
Kirk Neuenhuis is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He'll check in here at 277. 2 home runs and 3 driven in. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Castellanos has got it, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Nick Castellanos is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Nick Castellanos.
Walker gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is there to record the 1st out.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Stepping in, Gene Segura. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nope.
Just missing here, 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
One out, nobody on. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, you know, if that grounder gets past the pitcher, he's got a good shot at either beating that ball out or having it bounce all the way up the middle into center field. So that's a pretty nice job out there on the mound to spear it and then make the easy throw to first base.
First pitch on its way. Everett Cabrera will stand in for a 2nd time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't connect with the bunt attempt, and that's a strikeout. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go to Eric Ibar will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Norris recovers. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Batting ninth.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Darnell Sweeney will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
And sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Leonis Martin will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Chopped weakly to the left. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
Yeah, you can't even think of a double play right here. He's fortunate to just get one on this play. And he rushes that thing over there to get his man at first.
C.J. Cron is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit hard on the ground to second. Played on the backhand. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. One left for the Cardinals, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Charlie Blackmon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
0-1.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Boy, that curve of his is so darn tough, especially right on the heels of that fastball. It's 20 miles an hour slower, and it dips down hard at the end.
Line towards center field. Martin is there, and he has it for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And you can see the top two pitch velocities here, 96 on one hand versus a still respectable 92 on the other. Mookie Betts, the hitter now, 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up. Walker's ready. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out to center field. After it is Martin. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Well, I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Corey Dickerson will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Nope, now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
Now he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Squared that one up just a little late. 1-2, here it comes. Got him swinging in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Josh Donaldson is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And here you go from behind the plate. This is a good angle to show how that four-seam fastball will rise at the end. And that's a pitch that's awfully difficult to get on top of.
Standing in now, Chris Colabello. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good strong throw to first to get him easily.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Dickerson's after it. And that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Albert Pujols. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Yeah, Matt, he's hanging in there among the best in the National League. Currently in 6th place in that department. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Steven Sung is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Think he'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Swinging a soft liner on to first, and there were two down. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Derek Norris digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
A bit high there, a ball and no strikes.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Two out, nobody on. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Fly ball out to right field. Neuenhuis on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Tristan Lang comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Left fielder, Tristan Lang.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, you know, as a pitcher, sometimes you can just say, hey, that one got away from me. It slipped. But I think that one would be a tough claim to make. This one definitely doesn't pass the eye test for me. I'm a little bit surprised that the home plate umpire's letting that thing go.
Quintana sets. First pitch on the way. Kirk Neuenhuis stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Runner goes for second. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Dickerson. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Oh, it makes such a difference here when you play during the day versus playing at night. 6 hours ago, this might have split the gap, but here it hangs up just long enough for him to run it down out there in right center field.
Here's Eric Ibar now. Runners on the move for second. Out in front of it, strike one. Runners on first with one down. And Ibar will lay off that one. It's even at 1-1. On the ground to second base. This could be two. Segura for one. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. Nick Castellanos makes his way to the box to lead us off in the sixth inning. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So the shutout still intact here in the sixth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Yeah, Matt, so far this season, they rank in the top 5, actually 4th in the National League. When your team ERA is that low, it definitely takes the pressure off the offense a little bit. More importantly, it gives you a chance to win every single night.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Gene Segura is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike two call.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Realmuto corrals it, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the putout.
In now, Everett Cabrera. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Line toward right center. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
Now, he sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
And the runner back. Walker comes set. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Walker removed to first, and the runner back safely. Cabrera running. Pitch outside. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
If you're a stolen base kind of guy, most of your stolen bases are on the pitcher, not the catcher. But this was a slide step that he used right here, and he still stole the base. I think you got to blame the catcher for this one.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. For Cabrera, he's just 1 steal shy of 60 for the season. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
This one's flared toward left center. Ibar onto the grass. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Darnell Sweeney will lead things off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning.
Second baseman, Darnell Sweeney.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
Yeah, and he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Here's Leonis Martin as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. How about this for an at-bat?
Best we've seen tonight, no question.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but those strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runner's going. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive, and will do it again on 0-2. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, and here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Josh Donaldson will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Chris Colabello strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Cards strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Mookie Betts will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Swing and a line drive. And he makes a great diving stop for the out.
Yeah, there's a ball right there, not hit very hard, so he's got to cover some ground in a very short amount of time, and he lays out there to pull it in. Nice play.
Corey Dickerson will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First offering on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Albert Pujols.
Albert Pujols will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Colabello is there, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They're down 1-0.
Seventh inning stretch.
JT Realmuto steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Catcher, JT Realmuto.
Quintana into the windup. Here's the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2.
Now it's 1-2.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first is Cabrera, and that's the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. One out, nobody on. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty, one man out. And another foul ball. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch, because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Into the box now, Kirk Neuenhuis. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Two out, nobody on. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Still 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Steven Sung, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch coming, here it is. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Lang giving chase. 1 out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. He's shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Derek Norris will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. We've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Roberto Ozuna will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning. Nick Castellanos will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away.
Well, he hasn't swung the bat all that well against the other guy, so hopefully this new pitcher will give him a chance to swing it a little better. 2 strikeouts already.
Time called here as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's set. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely. One out and a runner on second base. Lifted in the air out to left. Lang is in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. So striding in, Gene Segura, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Into the seats, 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Ibar towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. One left for Cincinnati. They trail this one 1-0. Jake Marisnick will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Catching, number 6, Jake Marisnick.
Eric Ibar will stand in looking to turn things around. He struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start.
Nope, not doing much to help the cause so far, guys, but there's still some ball game left.
Missouri residents, show your support for the St. Louis Cardinals wherever you go by signing up for a personalized St. Louis Cardinals license plate. Pick up an application today or sign up at stlcardinals.com.
Quintana gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a one-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurts. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
Darnell Sweeney digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. Gave him 7 pretty good innings here, but he'll head to the dugout in line for a loss. Jerry Blevins will get the assignment on the mound here, as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Jerry Blevins.
Darnell Sweeney will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
Sweeney.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Fly ball out toward left center field. Betts has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Leonis Martin will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And they will not get him at first, as he's able to leg out the throw.
That may have been one of those situations where you wonder, he's not going to be able to throw him out at first. Maybe that's one where you try and see if that would have gone foul.
C.J. Cron stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And there's ball 1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. First and second now, 1 man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
And when you know you've got a guy in protect mode up there and he's fouling off pitches left and right, that's when you know you can just keep taking him further and further away. He winds up getting the punch out here on a pitch that's well out of the zone.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. 2 down, runners at first and second. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
And that misses 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the 9th inning here from Busch Stadium. Jake McGee is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 51, Jake.
Everett Cabrera will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Skied into straightaway right. Neuenhuis is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the 9th inning for a pitcher. One pitch, one away.
Well, that's pretty nice. You come into a ball game, you throw one slider, and you get yourself an out. Now that'll help you settle right into the game.
Charlie Blackmon comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. McGee comes set. Here it is on 1-0. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike.
You don't think there's a little adrenaline flowing out there right now?
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Nice job there as he gets the first 2 men to face him here. And now they're just 1 out away from picking up the first 2 games of this series.
Mookie Betts will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Betts is going to turn for second. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Well, they say nothing's ever safe until that 27th out is recorded, and they've gotten 26, but now a 2-out double here in the 9th is going to put the tying run in scoring position at second base, and we're definitely at DEFCON 1 now. They're a single away from letting this game slip away from them.
Corey Dickerson will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
From the belt, kicks and deals. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Lang sprinting after it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take from this outing, no doubt. You see the numbers there, 7 1/3 strong innings. He really put him in a good position to win this ball game.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 1-0. Good night from St. Louis.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals.